by the way, there are people outside of where we thought there were no people, and now they want us dead. Happy Monday! Hey everyone, it's your girl Monica, your local batchy fan of Attack on Titan, and today we are back to react to the last episode of Season 3. How exciting. The other side of the wall that we wanted to see, for like eons, even before Attack on Titan was even written. Anyway, so now we know where Grisha comes from, and we know that now Eren has his memories. How fun. Let's just delve into it. Beyond the walls. Perfect. That's refreshing. Yes. Okay, I guess we're pausing early this time. That's actually a good point. It's just like, at what point do you want to tell everybody the truth, or do you want to just like what the king before did, just change everyone's memories and now they have peace? And now that's just like that's an age-old debate that we always have. It's like, oh, should we keep the general public ignorant of what's actually going on? I don't think so. I think we have the capability of accepting things. It's just we need to like take it carefully. Then again, I say that, but then you see people disagree with like even the smallest little things. It's a difficult situation. Yeah, that's a debate. Yeah, it's like you overthrew the monarchy only to repeat exactly what they did. That's like that's also like exactly what happens in history. It's just like, oh, we don't like our government, we don't like the monarchy, let's overthrow it. And then like the new people, new rulers do the exact same thing. How fun. It's like, oh wow, it's almost like we're all human. Ah, that's our girl. I wonder how many people would actually believe it at first. Probably not much, because denial is a very common thing. But can you imagine just like think for a moment, like to have that kind of like information to like fall on you. It's like all of a sudden it's like, wait, but the question that you've always been asking is, where do the Titans come from? But then like, do we really, technically you still don't know. It's like you have like a multiple theories, I guess. But where do they come from? I still don't know. Oh, it's like turning back. It's like, oh, you hated the Titans and want to exterminate them. Turns out y'all are the Titans. Y'all have the potential to turn into Titans. But that doesn't make you monsters though. See, that's why I love Attack on Titan so much. It really drives home the point that humans are our own problems. Like we make all of our own problems, but we are also the solution to all of them. But like we started it. So, and see the divide between Eldians and Marleyans. Like there is no divide. Like that's like exactly the same as like our world, where like there's war among races just because we're different, and it's ridiculously stupid. But that's shown here. It's like one race could turn into Titans. How fun! But we don't know if Marleyans could turn into something else. We don't know. It's never been taught. It's just saying it's not that it's impossible. So like, to have that kind of superiority is a little stupid, but also like if you grow up with that, I won't blame you. Like propaganda is a huge thing. Like I'm not blaming like Marleyans for the way that they think, because that's the way that they're raised. Audience as well. So it's like in the end, when you think about it, it's just like we just want to live, we just want to be happy, we just want to be peaceful. Can we just all chill? No, of course not. Humans are not that simple. So have fun with that, guys. Oh yeah, she lost her friend. Remember in that in the thing when Monkey Titan decided he wanted to play baseball with a bunch of rocks. Mortal was a hero. There you go. Thank you, John. Flotch, I hope you're not blaming ARMIN. Okay, you need to chill. It has been done. Okay, you should stop trying to make him feel bad about it. ARMIN already feels bad about it. Okay, Eren, you also have to calm down. Like the boy, like Flotch is also like hurt. Because his friends fought for him? Hey, don't bring Levi into this. Levi wanted to save Erwin, okay? You could say that for Eren and Mikasa. You can't say that for Levi. Levi wanted to save like Erwin. You saw that, okay? Although like this is like one of those like difficult situations. Just like whose side can you be on? Like there's no sides at this point. It's just like a circle of misfortune. So. All right, but yeah, all of y'all need to calm down. It's easy for us to say, you know, as we're watching, but you know, these poor babies. Really? She was like on top of Levi's. You're just like, oh yeah. What do you expect them to do? Like they grew up together. You know, there's other brilliant people, right? Flash, like Hanji is commander now. Like they're brilliant. Hanji's freaking brilliant. Here we go. You look what you done, Fletch. You made Armin question himself again. Oh, look at that. Eren's our TED Talk guy. Wait, are you seeing something? Okay, so let's watch this part really carefully because we know that whenever Eren comes in contact with someone with royal blood, like something happens. So, I wonder what's gonna happen now. What happened in the manga again? Doesn't matter. Are you gonna see something? Yeah, I don't think anyone's willing to sacrifice their friend for anything. Oh yeah, cause like, okay, before we jump into the next part, Eren's afraid of telling everyone that whenever he comes in contact with royal blood, he's able to control the founding titan, which is like the titan to control all of the titans. So, you know, pretty big deal. So I think at this point, like Eren is afraid that if he let them know, then they'll be like, oh, let's turn Historia into a titan so she could eat Eren. Like he doesn't care, like he's gonna die, that's fine to him. Mikasa and Armin might have something else to say, but that's like another point. But like whenever someone becomes a titan, they would die 13 years later. He doesn't want to sacrifice that for Historia because she's like, what, like 15? She's 15. So, yes. Yeah, they're the same age. So, yeah, at this point, he's very conflicted about that. And also, there comes a point where, like, people of royal blood, like Reese, his family, Historia's father's family, had the founding titan for so long, right? They had it for, like, all this time. So, like, why didn't they do anything? That's like another question, right? So like it's just like, is giving Historia Eren's powers like even worth it? That kind of thing. So yeah, something else to think about. What are you gonna see? What did you see? There it is. Okay, so he saw his father facing Historia's like previous family, right? The Reese and Frida who has like the power. So there we go. We're back to going outside the walls. All of the walls now. Oh wow, like in a year they just grow so much. Like power of animation. Oh my god, are those seagulls? Are those seagulls? Oh, that's a potato titan. Oh, the poor little baby has been crawling all this time. Yeah. Yeah, like also like at this point it's like how like you know the Titans are humans. So like to kill them is like you are killing humans. How big is this island? Like they're in a desert now? Oh wait, no, not just the desert. Okay, sand. All right, that makes sense because you know they're an island. Scratch what I just said. Oh, so they have another wall? Oh, I see. See, I was always confused. It's just like, okay, if they turn like you know, like how like they turn Eldians into Titans and like send them towards the island. I always thought they did that on mainland in Marley. And just like, so the Titans, I'm assuming, could also swim or like not drown and just waddle across the ocean towards the island. So that makes sense. That makes sense. So there's like on the island, there is a wall around the island, and then within like very center towards the island, there's like the 3 walls that we know. But so then they take the prisoners of Aldea to the island of Paradise. How do you guys pronounce it? Anyway, so it's just like, and they'll be on top of that, and then that makes more sense. We'll learn something new today. This is brilliant. Okay, all right, carry on, guys. Oh my God. They're here. The ocean. It's the ocean. A vast body of water. With so much salt that even merchants can't drain it dry. Armin's face, guys. Armin's face. Oh my God. I wanted to see it since he was a baby, and now here it is. Oh my God. Yeah, see, Armin like gave me so much love of the ocean. Last time I was in Malibu Beach, I just like ran towards him. My friends were just like, "Are you okay?" And then like I was literally like, "I'm doing this for Armin," and they're like, "Who the fuck is Armin?" Yeah, it is. You see a shell? Of course, Levi is just like, "Don't touch that. I haven't sanitized it yet." God. Okay, I am really happy. Yeah, Armin see the ocean. There you go. That's it. That's all I need. All right, now let's end this happily ever after. Yeah, what was I thinking before that? Like the pure Titans just swam across the ocean. They brought them to the island and then turned them into Titans. How did I not know that? I don't think you're able to do that. There's more of them than you. Maybe the solution is to stop killing everybody and try to figure out a better solution, you know, compromise. I know it's hard to do because, you know, how many years of discrimination is this? Centuries. Alright guys, so it's gonna be another 8 years before the next season, so let the waiting begin. Anyway, really happy they finally got to see the ocean. I feel like the biggest... Also, like the biggest top of the season is like, oh, we'll finally get to see what's in the basement. It's like, yeah, about time. But also like, I was super excited to see the ocean because I know that's like, that goes beyond like, oh, we need to know what's going on in order to like figure out where it comes from. It's like, it's great and all that, all technical and tactical and all that jazz. But like, seeing the ocean, that's just like a dream from the heart, and it's as cheesy as that sound. Like I was like the biggest like. I was rooting for that. It's like, I just need Armin to see the ocean. And he did. Okay. That's like my biggest thing. Anyway, so that was the end of season 3. And honestly, big props to the creators of Attack on Titan. Like, we're following the manga very closely. It's a brilliant adaptation. Some storylines have been like crisscross a little bit more just so we get to know. It's just the exact same story, and like the way that they're telling it, it's brilliant. Like there's like no, I personally don't think there's any filler episodes. Like there's some episodes that have less action, of course, but then there's like, it's information that we need to know, you know, to like get to know the story more. Unless the only reason why you're watching Attack on Titan is due to the Titan fighting. I also don't blame you. It's also a thing. Anyway, so that's the end of it. And I guess the biggest thing now is, okay, so we accomplished our goals. We know where the Titans come from. We've been to the basement. We've seen the ocean. We killed every Titan except that potato one. Or I'm just going to call it the potato Titan now. That's like crawling slowly towards the walls. The portal thing, like it's not even going to do anything once it gets to the walls. Like probably can't even find an entrance. So aside from that Titan, every like other Titan is dead. So now technically, if we're thinking in the mindset of season 1 and 2, they won, they're free, but of course not. Just like no story is that simple, obviously. So now they have an even bigger enemy beyond the ocean. It's almost like, oh, it's like the world throws something at you and you've passed it, you won and all that jazz. Like, nope, there's something more. That was just step one. That was kindergarten. And you're like, oh, it's exactly what's going on right now. So at this point, it's I've heard that Izayama is finishing off the manga already soon. Hopefully he is, because at this point, like, as much as I love the story, I want it end. I want to see it end. I want the conclusion. Just tell us what happens at this point, please. But so hopefully season 4, like, as much as I love the series, it's a story that I really want an ending to. It's a story that I just really want, conclusion, closure, that kind of thing. And of course, if this goes on for 18 more seasons, I'm gonna watch every single episode, of course. I'm gonna read every single chapter, of course. But at this point, just give me some closure, please. The next point is we're gonna see our heroes as adults, grown-ups, or at least older teenagers. Depends on where they pick it up. So yeah, that's gonna be fun, and it gets even more complicated. It's because obviously all stories have that. But now at least we have our 3 main characters, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. Of course, I'm personally still rooting for our Survey Corps, but however, we do know that there's like the Marlians, and they have their own history and story and all of that jazz, and they grew up with one-sided beliefs, and so did the audience, and you're just like, how do you take sides? And I think that's like a brilliant part of Attack on Titan, is we get to see the war from both sides, and in the end we realize, hey, what do we want on both sides? We just want our families to be safe. We want our friends to be safe. We want to be free. We want to be able to do whatever we want without being like, held back by a wall, whether that's like a wall that like groups your people in, or whether that's a wall that protects you from the monsters. The monsters are inside ourselves, guys. Wow, very profound. And in conclusion, it's like we get to see the war from both sides, and in the end we realize that, are we really different at all? Yeah, sure, like one group of people could turn to Titans with the serum, but maybe that's because that's the way that serum is modified. Have you thought about maybe if we changed like the components of that serum? You could also turn Marlians into Titans, or something else, maybe birds, something that flies. Oh god, probably more. Maybe that's where the whale Titan comes from. No, I'm kidding. But no, that part still is solved. I'm still looking for answers on what the heck that is. So. Anyway, so I guess like in the end, it's like it's almost saying that, oh, are we really that different? If we just look different on the outside, like different skin color, different orientation, different whatever beliefs, and yada yada. In the end, it's like we're just all humans and we just want peace. And of course, we disagree on a lot of things, and that's okay. We're allowed to have different opinions, but difference in opinions shouldn't equal difference in respect for an entire whole group of people who are living, who have consciousness, and it's a whole other story. Anyway, so that's the brilliance of Attack on Titan, and the reason why I love it so much. And it's also fun to watch them in action and all that jazz. Anyway, guys, so that's the last episode of season 3. I had a lot of fun watching it with you guys, even though I'm technically alone in my room talking to myself. It's fine. Anyway, so that's it for me for now. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video.